Hello everyone, we're back in Hong Kong now. We spent 2 months in Japan, bought a lot of stuff, so here is a shopping haul.
Our shopping haul will be divided into 7 segments. First we have cosmetics, skincare and hair, clothes and shoes, coffee and snacks, tech, dollar store and konbini, aka convenience stores, homeware, and lastly capsule toys. We'll also add timestamps in the shopping haul so that you can skip to whatever section that interests you the most. For the last category, capsule toys, I will put that in at the very end because I have a lot to share about this category because I was learning a lot about it while we were in Japan. So you can go all the way to the end if you're more interested in that. Otherwise, grab a coffee, grab a snack because it's going to be a very chatty one, and let's get started.
This category is convenience stores, aka konbinis in Japan, and dollar store stuff. Great souvenir spot because you can find really cute, fun things in all the konbinis in Tokyo, like this socks here. We got some from Family Mart, also in the green and blue colorway, and some from Lawson's, also in the same Lawson logo colors. And we got the really rare eraser that you try to find in many konbinis and found only one. The socks come in big and small sizes. We got some for my sister in Canada and her boyfriend. And we also got this towel handkerchief, which also comes in the same color as the blue and pink Lawson logo.
I was on a mission to find these blind packs in 7-Eleven. I was able to hunt down a whole box in Osaka and I got 2. When my friend realized I got it, she asked me to get her one, and I only found 1 store in all of Tokyo that had it. Each blind pack contains 2 items. The main one, this packet, is a Sanrio chocolate character that you see here. And then the smaller envelope contains a rubber mascot keychain, which you can see here as well. Both the character in here and the keychain are different. I decided not to open it in Japan so that we can open one together. So for the chocolate, I really don't care which character I get just because I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be gone. And for the keychains, I wouldn't mind this one, Pudding, he's cool too. Actually, these are not bad either. Twin Star, not bad, this one. Holy, that glue's no joke. Oh no! It's the only character I didn't want. Yeah! We got a couple of items also from the brand 3 Coins, which is their version of the dollar store. I picked up a couple of pastel purple travel cubes. I have a few cream ones that I bought on our last trip. I really like them. I think that they're cheap, but then also the zipper works really well, especially if you have a lot of items. It doesn't snag or tear. So I think these are worth buying if you're in the market for travel cubes, but you want them to be more affordable. Also from 3 Coins are these colorful carabiner sets. They're actually on sale, so they're only 100 yen each. I've seen a lot of people who pack gachapon pouches use these to hang their gachas from, which we will do later. And then from the shop Syria, which is also like a 3 Coins, but they have a lot of handcrafts and stuff, I got these nail accessory parts. I'm gonna bring this to my local nail salon for my next manicure. I have 2 packets of these glitter jelly hearts, and then these tulips for next spring.
Last but not least, I have a grocery bag I got from 3 Coins. It's a olive green color eco bag. Let's open it up. I can use it to buy groceries and just carry everyday things when I go out. And it's a very durable bag. It's supposed to hold at least 20 kilograms, so hopefully that is true. And the last thing I got from Syria is this little plastic pouch, which I want to carry all my SD cards and mini SD cards. So I want to have them all organized in this little pouch here. This category is coffee and snacks. If you watched our previous Japan vlogs, you know that we love buying coffee beans in Japan because first of all, they're a lot cheaper than Hong Kong. And number 2, they taste amazing. So first off, we have our favorite coffee shop from Passage. We got 4 bags of beans here. And actually we already drank one, so that's empty. But we have a Passage blend, the house blend. We have a Colombian blend, which is also a light roast. The Kenya and my favorite so far is the Ethiopian because it has a strawberry and blueberry floral taste to it. The next two bag of beans here is also light roast. The first one's from Style Coffee. It's the Ethiopian Guji blend. Style Coffee is actually from Kyoto, if you didn't know that. And this one is from Sadai Coffee Roasters from Harajuku.
We didn't buy too many snacks when we were in Japan just because in Hong Kong, a lot of these snacks are available in our local grocery store. But I did pick up this chocolate lollipop with Hello Kitty on it. And then also just a bag of chips from 7-Eleven because we thought we'd eat it there. We never did, so we just brought it back to Hong Kong. Actually, one of my favorite souvenirs I picked up on this trip was a complete surprise and by random. This is the Eki Bento box from the Totori crab rice that I picked up at the Osaka train station. As you can see, it's just a plastic shell in the shape of a crab, and it's also made in Japan. I brought it back to Tokyo and washed it up because I thought I can just put some random items in here, like my toy capsules. I really love the peach wine that we picked up in Nagoya, so then when we were shopping in Ginza at the Loft, I also saw this Hokkaido melon sake. It also has pulp in it, and I bought this because the label is also super cute. And lastly, from Loft, we also bought a bag of bong and coffee beans, which we've sadly finished already. We didn't expect that much just because there's no roast date on it, so we weren't sure how fresh it was, but it actually turned out to be maybe one of the best beans we've had so far. The category is cosmetics, skin, and hair care. For me, I'm not very experimental when it comes to skincare and cosmetics because I don't want to try an item, not like it, and have it just sit as clutter in my bathroom. So I rely a lot on YouTube reviews and a lot of my friends' recommendations to make my purchases. All to say, I'm not an influencer in this category, I just follow other people. When we first moved into our apartment, they didn't have any toiletries, so we quickly went to a supermarket and I picked up a shampoo and a body wash. This and Honey brand I've already been using, and I already own their shampoo and conditioner that I have at home. This is new to me, which is the Botanist Botanical Foaming Body Soap. I really love this soap and I just bought it by chance because it was there, it was cheap. I really like how it foams. It has this very luxurious texture. I really enjoy this product and you can actually find it at a lot of stores here in Hong Kong. So I'm probably gonna rebuy this after I am done. Side note, they're also coming out with a gachapon collection. So I'm hoping I'll be in Japan at some point to roll that too. And to pair with my And Honey shampoo, I also bought the And Honey Melty Moist Repair Oil. I heard it's become a viral item, and I do have very dry split ends because I honestly have not cut my hair for over 6 months. Anyways, I do need to treat my hair better, so I purchased this item. Hopefully this will help moisturize my locks. I also decided to stop doing eyelash extensions because I wasn't able to maintain it when I was in Japan. But I bought this Rapid Lash Serum at Donkey. I saw that it was highly rated, and maybe it's going to give me those lush lashes without doing any extensions.
So during our first week of Japan, we bought this honey one and we shared between Sam and I, but I didn't really like it because I didn't like the smell of it. It was a bit too feminine for me. So I did some research and I found this Japanese brand called Bulk Om, I think it's pronounced. They have shampoos and face washes and I really like the smell of it. So I first bought the travel size pack, which came in tiny little pouches here. And then I really liked this. So I bought the bigger size, which is this one right here, and an extra one when I finished the first one. I also bought some Japanese hair products. This one particularly, I asked the guy at Beams. He had a really nice, cool pompadour hair. I asked him, what do you use, bro? He's like, oh, I use this cool grease. Looks very American, but it's actually made in Japan, which is pretty interesting. It was only 1,000 yen. It smells really nice, has a nice hold to it. So I'm gonna try that. And then I also asked my stylist that I got a perm from Japan, and he told me about the brand called Theo. And this one, I don't know the name of it, but it's a clear gel type texture. It's supposed to be really good for your hair and healthy, and also very flowy for different styles. Summer in Japan was super hot, so I had to get some deodorant so I don't stink. I got this one called AG Men Grande. Gives you 24 hours of protection, and it has a nice citrus, minty smell to it.
I know this was a trip to Japan, but we also bought a lot of Korean skincare products because they were just available there. First up is the Torrident Soothing Cream. I've already been using this for a year. I just ran out, so I'm restocking it. It is a gel-like finish, so it's very light and easy to apply on the skin. My current moisturizer is the Dr. G Red Blemish Cream. I have the jar version, and in Japan I saw they had the tube one. I'm going to be keeping this as my travel size toiletry option. I got a couple of items from the Cosme flagship store in Harajuku. The first item is another Korean brand, CosRx, which is the 6-peptide skin booster serum. I got this because I saw a lot of good reviews on it, and I just want to try it out. I first heard about this brand actually when we were walking around Nakameguro, and I saw that they were doing some like press event, and I was thinking this is such a weird name for a brand, but that's how it became on my radar. So this is the Turtur Mask Fit Cushions. I got these because my friend Carol highly recommended them. These two are the travel sizes because I just want to experiment with them first before fully committing to a large one. And best of all, if I try them and don't like them, my friend Carol will take them from me. The red one is their classic bestseller, and this pink one I heard has a more high coverage matte finish to it. This is what it looks like on the inside. We have the cushion sponge. I'm not a super huge makeup girly, and the only thing I use on my skin usually is a concealer from Dior. I just went to the one in Mitsukushi and then bought 2 refills of the one I already use, which is the Forever Skin Correct in 2N. I like to buy this from Japan, specifically Issatan or Mitsukushi, because you can get not only the tax back, but also a 5% discount if you're a member. So I bought 2 of them because I think I could save around 100 HKD per stick if I'm not mistaken. Moving on to sunscreen. This is by a Japanese brand called Sekisei, and we purchased this at Bic Camera. Victor's Korean friend highly recommended this one because he was complaining about always getting a white cast, and this one has a gel consistency, so it blends in perfectly with the skin. Just for fun, I bought this small compact sunscreen from Muji. We don't have this in Hong Kong, so I just wanted to try it out.
And last but not least, I have a very slick shaver. I got a Bic camera from Panasonic. Let's open it up. Ooh, it's called Lam Dash, I think. It's only sold in Japan because it's I think it's quite new, but it has a little pouch to it. And I think it's USB-C chargeable. Oh, nice, look at that. I've always used a manual shaver. I've never used an electric one. It's my first one ever, so I'm excited to try this one out. For traveling, very compact.
We have a small collection of tech ranging from phone accessories to a used camera. Our first big purchase is this used camera from Fujifilm. Japan has a great resale market if you're looking to purchase a camera or lens secondhand. We actually have this camera already. The reason why we bought another one is because one time we were filming in Hong Kong, we dropped our current camera, so we had to send it to repair, and we didn't have a backup camera to shoot for the whole week, so we bought a second one just in case the first one breaks. Generally in Japan, the cameras are kept in really good condition. This one does have some dings on the top, but it is a bit cheaper than purchasing it secondhand in Hong Kong. Plus, this camera is also discontinued, which is also a reason why we have to purchase a secondhand as opposed to going to Fujifilm. Next up are these SIM cards. In Hong Kong, we don't use eSIM for our iPhones. So when we're in Japan, we always buy SIM cards for our next trip just because it's a little cheaper. But SIM cards, you do not get tax back at, for example, Bic Camera. We also got some phone accessories from Casetify in Osaka. Lately, I'm more into simple, clear cases, and I'd rather accessorize my phone with things like a phone strap and a snappy grip. So this time from Casetify, I just got a plain MagSafe compatible phone case, and I'm gonna accessorize this case with my Doraemon Dorayaki snappy grip and accessorize it with my matching Doraemon phone strap. Also, I was wondering, are you guys going to get the new iPhone 16 Pro Max? I was originally going to buy it, but then after seeing, a few reveals, I think I might pass and just stick with my 15 for now. Lately, I'm really into very simple cases and then just adding pops of color with the phone accessories. And then we have the dorayaki grip stand. And to finish it off, we're going to add a little capsule toy that I rolled.
And this is my phone case that I got a lot of questions about on Instagram. You can only buy this in Japan, or if you're in Japan and online, through the Caseify website. It's the Pixel Design Japan exclusive collection.
The category is clothes, shoes, and accessories. More specifically, Victor's clothes, shoes, and accessories. As you can see, he did a lot of shopping. Granted, he has lost a lot of weight, so he needs to replace a lot of his old wardrobe. Whenever we go to Japan, I like to treat myself and do a little bit of luxury shopping. A Cartier watch has been on my wish list for like the past 6 years. I thought I would buy it on this trip, or maybe another bag, but when we were in Japan, I was just so sweaty and felt so gross that I didn't really feel like doing any luxury shopping. To be honest, I was just so distracted by the toy capsules, so most of our spare time was spent at the gachapon store. But this time I picked up a COS raffia bag. This one caught my eye because I love this lime green color. It's very similar to my Bottega that I have, but this is more like a summer edition. And it works well because we're going to be going on an island vacation soon. It's just one large compartment with a zip pocket on the side. And I think this will just add a pop of color to my outfits. This is a baseball cap from Polo Ralph Lauren. We saw this one in Osaka, and we just like this green with the orange logo on it. We checked the Hong Kong store to see if they have it. They don't have this colorway, so that's why we got it here in Japan. We're also sharing this item, Victor and I. In terms of clothing items, these were the only 2 items that I purchased. One is this COS long black linen skirt, and it has pockets and slits on the side, so it's easy to walk in. The other one is one from Muji. I've worn it several times already in the past few vlogs. It's very airy and breezy, and also has pockets on it. Whenever we go to Japan, we always hit up the Converse store and stock up on sneakers. Converse is the only pair of sneakers I can wear and walk 20,000 steps without feeling tired. These ones specifically are the Converse Reacts. They have a special insole that is only available in Japan. I bought them in silver to match my Onitsuka Tigers. I also bought the same pair in black that I've been wearing this whole Japan trip. I ended up buying 2 pairs and wearing one while I was there. Also, if you're buying sneakers at ABC Mart, which is where I bought the black pair, I like to get extra Nike socks because then you can get it tax-free too.
And on that note, I also got a pair of Converse Reacts in the beige off-white color because my old pair was breaking down, and to replace it, I got this one. I used to wear a lot of Vans in high school and college day. This one caught my eye because I like the off-white and then the blue detail, and also the back has a little blue logo to it. Last pair of shoes are these New Balances in olive green. This one I got in Nakameguro in a store called Covercord. I haven't seen these anywhere else in any stores in Tokyo, so I picked these up ASAP. I haven't worn denim in a long time, but this pair caught my eye because I really like the wash on this one. I feel like it matched a lot of outfits, so I got this at Beams. In terms of pants, I'm always looking for a nice, wide, looser fit with a pleat in the middle that's always going to be there even after I wash a couple times. I got these pairs from a brand called TK in a black and also a brownish color. These are my 2 favorite pair of pants I bought all summer because they have the mesh material. It's very soft and it's very airy, and also has a built-in double pleat right here. So no matter how many times I wash it, it's always going to be there. I love it so much that I couldn't find it anywhere else in Tokyo. They're all sold out. So I went on Amazon and actually found 2 more of the charcoal and dark navy colors. I used to wear a lot of boxy, oversized t-shirts, but now because I lost a bit of weight, I like tucking it into my pants. I got these ones. I posted on Instagram because they're the ones that they wore in the show The Bear from Carmi. And I got this one at a store called Hanoya and Ueno. They're now sold out everywhere apparently, and I got 4 packs in the XL and large size in case they shrink after drying them. I got the t-shirts, Biceps coming soon.
In terms of accessories, I got these really random ones. They're all kind of that Kissiton retro cafe theme. First up is the Miffy bread pouch. It's a little coin purse I was going to attach to my bag. Next is this Kissiton tissue envelope. You can slide some cards in here. It's a card case. And lastly, I have a pudding keychain from Nico Ann, just to remember all the great puddings I had on this trip.
I got 4 shirts this trip. The first one is a knit lace from Saturday's New York City. I love this brand because they also have like a great coffee shop inside, and I love the design of it because it's a bit see-through, so it's perfect for, you know, that breeze that can go through your body. I got this shirt from a cheap fashion store in Osaka called Sense of Place. I like the details of the front because it has the pleats and the pocket, and also the color is very nice as well. I've been on the hunt for a classic white short sleeve with a Cuban collar, and this one's from my favorite store, Beams. It's just a typical plain white shirt that I can match with anything I want. My favorite shirt I've got on this trip is from a brand called Obey. It's a fabric called eyelet lace in a lavender color, and it's perfect because I can add a pop of color to my outfits.
Moving on to homeware, the first item we have here is a home fragrance brand called APFR. I bought this travel size candle. The scent is Between the Sheets. Originally, I was going to burn this at our service apartment, but never ended up even opening it. Also from the same brand, APFR, is a closet fragrance tag. We just like the scent of it, and I'm probably just going to hang it in my closet here in Hong Kong. Next are these 2 mini bag keychains from IKEA. I'm so happy I purchased these in Japan because I just went to IKEA Hong Kong yesterday and they don't sell this miniature size. I saw a few gachapon Instagram accounts use these to accessorize gachapon, so I bought 2 of them. My biggest purchase though is this Isamu Noguchi lamp from the store CB. I couldn't pass up on it because it's so hard to find the lamps now. I remember the first time we purchased one was at the MoMA store a few years ago. Went back, they never have stock anymore. So when I saw it at the cafe, I had to jump on it. We already own the 1A version, and this is the 1N version. This is the one I originally was looking for a few years ago, but ended up with 1A because that's what they had in stock. The difference between the two is that the 1A has a very uniformed ribbing and it's very symmetrical. This one, the bamboo ribbing, is a bit more asymmetrical and it's more like a kidney bean shape. I'll insert a picture of the lamp here on screen. If you're in Japan and you see these lamps in stock, I wouldn't hesitate to jump on it because it's really hard to find. Plus, it's also very expensive if you buy it abroad. I wasn't able to get tax-free on this, but whatever. I just can't find this ever, so I just bought it at the store.
And from Muji, I got these orange packing cubes because my old ones were actually breaking. The zipper was quite bad quality. So the ones I found on Muji, they have a very high quality zipper that's a see-through top, so I can see exactly what I packed in the luggage. They only have 2 sizes, so I got 4 mediums and 2 smalls. And the last thing from Muji, I got this little plastic case to hold all my micro SD cards because they keep flying around my bag. So I want something that can organize it, and this was perfect size. I got this from the Ghibli store at Sunshine City Mall. It's a coaster, but calcifer coaster, so I can make ice drinks on it. It looks really cute. I got these metal tongs from Tool Shop Nobori in Kuramai. I actually already have a pair of these, but because I love them so much for cooking, I got another one so I can have one for raw food and one for cooked food. Let me show you these. Very simple, minimalist design, very clean. Let's cook. I got this navy apron from a store called Notori. It's like the Japanese IKEA. And because I wanted to shoot a reel from the show The Bear, I got Carmi's t-shirts, and he always wears a navy apron, so I want this to complete the look. And from Rob's Coffee, we got 2 tumblers. The first one is the Olympic edition, which has the France flag and the USA flag for the year 2024. And the other one is from the Osaka branch, which is an exclusive tumbler that showcases Osaka buildings and the barista.
And now my favorite part of the haul, which is my collection of toy capsules. Over the last 2 months, I've been learning so much about toy capsules, the history and the culture of it, and I want to show you guys and share with you guys all the stuff that I've learned. But first, a vocab lesson. Toy capsules, aka gachapon, aka gachapon or gacha, is actually made up of two sounds, gacha and pon. Gacha is actually the sound of the dial, where pon is the sound of the capsule toy landing. Boom. And these two words make up the toy capsule vending machine. From my observation, there are three different categories of gacha. Number one is character. This ranges from anime, One Piece, Sanrio, Hello Kitty, Disney, Toy Story, all those types of brands that you see. Number two are the mini brands. These are typically consumer brands and the gacha that I specifically like to collect. This can include brands like the JR lines, to Cheetos, to Kit Kat, anything that you would probably see on the streets. And lastly are the purely random items that you'll see at the stores. For example, waffle hairpins, toys that look like teeth and they're like boxes. I'll just put some examples on screen of how random these items can be. So why the hype? I mean, toy capsules have been around forever and I just kind of discovered it this past few months. They're popular because number one, they're really cheap. They range from 200 to 500 yen on average for each roll. Number two, they also come in limited runs and it's also this whole game of chance. Unlike claw machines where you're not guaranteed to win a toy after one or two tries, at least for these gachapon, you're guaranteed to win something even if it's something you don't like. They also come in limited runs, so once those toys sell out, they're gone forever and you'll have to buy it on the secondhand market. And lastly, there is a social aspect to toy capsules. For me, it's all about sharing, trading, buying, and swapping. So it's really fun if you have friends who love the same things as you do, and you're also buying, swapping, and trading for them. All you see here is not actually mine. Only this half is mine, and some of these are Victor's. This half is actually for my really good friend, Laura. And it's just really fun because I would live roll for her while she's in Vancouver. And if she has an item that she doesn't want, she'll like swap me for something else. It's kind of like trading cards or, I don't know, things you would do as a kid. Also from my observation, a lot of these gacha evokes a lot of nostalgia, at least for the mini brands, and they can mark certain memories or big events. For example, I used to have a mini disc and they had a mini disc collection, so that's very nostalgic to me. Kit Kat, I love Kit Kat. Who doesn't love Kit Kat? And this one comes with the matcha one. And then Tamagotchi. This one doesn't function, but it just reminds me of the good old days when I had a turtle Tamagotchi that would reset itself every time I dropped it. The reason why I started rolling toy capsules in the first place was actually because this soy milk collection came out with its own gachapon series, and me and my friends used to drink this all the time and would hunt this soy milk down in the convenience stores in Japan. So this to me has a lot of good memories associated with a lot of my girls' trips in the past. A lot of people assume that gachapon is just a load of garbage or just useless little toys, but actually there is so much detail in these toy capsules. For example, this matcha Kit Kat, you see there's a bit of thickness in it. If you press on it, you can actually feel the ridges of the Kit Kat inside. It's not edible, but you know that they actually put some thought into this when they designed the Kit Kat. This minced beef and yogurt is actually saran wrapped, just like the real thing. These Japanese travel guidebooks are exact replicas of the actual book. This convenience store candy actually makes sounds just like the real thing. This can make cheek palette actually opens up to reveal the blush, and it even has a little mini brush in it. But the most impressive gacha that I got is a pair of mini Converse. I did not roll this. I bought this on the secondhand market because they're out of stock already. Check it out. It comes with the mini Converse box. The tissue paper is also printed, and inside we have a pair of high tops. According to Converse, they actually had a real pair of sneakers 3D scanned, so you can actually see all the creases and the details just like a real pair of Converse sneakers. So where do you buy gachapon? In our last video, I gave you guys a little tour of all the toy capsule stores in Harajuku, but you can also buy a lot of these in the box format at Bic Camera. You can also buy them as bath bombs. These are bath bombs with little toys inside, and it's also in that gachapon lottery style. They're also available at Bic Camera in just these balls, depending on the collection. Also, if you're in Osaka and in the train station, you may see some gachapon vending machines. I ended up rolling 2 Hello Kitty ones, but I've never seen these in Tokyo. But you may be wondering, Sam, what are you going to do with all these toy capsules? Isn't it just clutter that will just clog up all your drawers? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are 4 levels of displaying your toy capsules. Level 1, they stay hidden in a drawer, forgotten and collecting dust. And level 2 is just simply hanging one on your bag. There's a current trend on TikTok called Jane Birkenfying your bag, which means over-accessorizing your bag with a lot of fun, cute things. That's how I first started rolling toy capsules, because I just wanted some decorations on my bag. And level 3 is displaying them in some kind of case or box. I bought these display cases from Syria. They're like 100 yen each. But obviously these are quite limited in the amount that you can put inside. And level 4, which is my favorite way, are gacha pouches. So these gacha pouches originally were meant for storing, your favorite K-pop idol cards and stuff, but they've evolved to store toy capsules in them. You can buy these gachapon pouches at Daiso, Kandu, and Syria. It was Laura who originally showed me ideas on how to pack these gachapon pouches, and that idea just blew my mind because I didn't realize there were so many ways that you can pack a gacha pouch based on themes and colors. So I packed one based on the color theme. This is my very first one that I've done. I tried to keep everything in this forest green and cream kind of color tone. If you guys have been following my Instagram, you would know that I used to do a lot of color themed photos from green to pink to yellow. And this is kind of the same thing, but maybe slightly less mature, depending on how you see it. So you can curate your gacha pouch based on color or by theme. I've seen so many cool Instagram accounts. I'm just going to flash them very quickly on screen. For example, for me, I want to mark, my summer memories here in Tokyo. So I might curate like a Tokyo theme one with a Tokyo travel guidebook, and then maybe like an Ohio milk pudding that I had. So it's very personal to your own memories. A couple of tips on how to gacha. The reason why I know what collections to look for at the store is because you can actually check the official accounts to see the upcoming launches of collections. So if you check Bandai, you can see the whole month of toys that will be coming out that's released every single week. And I will go to specific stores depending on the item that I want. For example, Sunshine City has the largest Bandai capsule toy shop, but it's not my favorite because it's only Bandai limited collections only. So if you're looking for example, these cameras that we got that make a sound and flash. This is by a brand called Amuse. You will not find this at any Bandai store because this is not a Bandai brand. If you're looking for non-Bandai items, I highly suggest you to check stores like Cipla or CPLA because they stock many toy capsule brands besides Bandai. We've had a lot of questions about where we bought these Shinkansen keychains. We tried to find them at Tokyo Station and couldn't find them. We ended up ordering them online and shipping to our apartment. They make 3 different types of sound. I'll leave the link in description below. So that concludes my toy capsule thesis. I hope you enjoyed it. And now we're gonna pack a toy capsule pouch together.